What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Goon Eagle Eye. That's right, you're through to the chopping block. Now, apologies for the delay in getting the chopping block to you. No excuses. I should have had this to you on time on Sunday. And yeah, hopefully there won't be any of that going forward. What does that then mean? That means that you will still get a chopping block this Sunday, recording in the old way. I'm not going to put any music for this one, just because the music is more of more of a pre-recorded touch. I'm doing this on StreamYard, and actually, you know what? Maybe I might be able to add the music. It creates a bit of ambience, doesn't it? So let me see. Let me see if it happens. Look at me. Should really edit this out. But, you know, we all know I'm not going to do that, am I? Nah. We're family now. We family. You should know. I rethink stuff halfway through. I can't even find the jingle anyway. Oh yeah, yes I can. Hold on. Right, this might be a bit loud initially. You hear that? Okay. Hopefully that's not too bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. You can hear that. Anyway, let's talk about the magician, the magician that is Mesut Ozil. Oh, the not so magician, because we ain't seen his powers in a long time. Signed in 2013 for a fee of £42.5 million from Real Madrid. And most of us thought we were getting a superstar. First of all, someone that we're signing from Real Madrid, that, for all intents and purposes, apparently Ronaldo went into a 2-week drop because we signed Mesut Ozil. Couldn't believe our luck. But you know, I think from our perspective, we needed something at the time. Now, at the time, we needed a striker. That's truth be told. That's not even me hating on Mesut Ozil. Around that time, I was expecting us to get a striker. And it was almost like we were appeased, we were distracted with a big signing rather than the correct signing. That's why I always tell you, I don't give a damn about a big signing. You know, I always hear people like Robbie from AFTV and other big Arsenal fans with big accounts talk about big signings. I don't care about big signings. I care about the right signing. We ain't seen the right signing in quite some time at Arsenal. And actually, if anything typifies that, it is this particular signing, and that is Mr. Mesut Ozil. Now, in this particular instance, when we talk about Mesut Ozil, we talk about someone who has been dubbed the best number 10 in the world. Quote. Been dubbed the pass master. Quote. Has been dubbed the assistant. Quote. I believe this season he scored 1 goal and created 2 assists. Not exactly amazing stuff. But I will say this for Mesut Ozil. He has amazing PR because even as I record this, on the 9th of July, 2020, you still have people that defend him to the hillest. You will still have people that would dislike this video purely on the basis that I dare talk about Mesut Ozil and that I dare talk about Mesut Ozil and selling him in the same sentence. Except that's not what I've said this time. I've approached this a little different because it just so happens that on today, Mesut Ozil's agent once again has confirmed that he won't be seeking to leave the club before the end of his contract. Now, we know that the end of his contract is next summer. Next summer, finally, Mesut Ozil will go. Or using Lee's countdown, It is 358 days until Mesut Ozil leaves the club. Now, from my perspective, I think it will be good all round if he leaves the club. Never have I seen a player divide a fan base in the way Mesut Ozil has. You know, some people believe he's shit, never had it. Some people believe he used to have it, doesn't anymore. Some people believe he can do no wrong. Some people believe it's still within him, but that something's missing. People still hold out hope today that Mesut Ozil can rediscover his form and come back into the side. I tend to look at things that I can see, and I can see a player who, regardless of what you want to say, headed into this season with three managers. Two of them quickly tapped out on him. Um, in terms of Emre, he tapped out on Mesut Ozil last season. In terms of Mikel Arteta, this Arteta played him inside and out prior to the start of the pandemic. And obviously, we had the break for the pandemic, and then since the restart, there has been no sight of Mesut Ozil apart from one bench appearance that he made, and he was an unused substitute in that appearance. Initially, the reason was tactical. Now, the reason he has a sore back. That's pretty reminiscent of the Emre era, doesn't it? Does make you think what is actually going on behind the scenes. Now, me personally, if a workplace or a club did not want me, I wouldn't be hanging around there talking about, well, I'm going to stay the length of my contract. On the flip side, it is absolutely his prerogative to stay there as long as his contract allows. We may not like it, you may not like it, I might not like it, but he is contractually obliged to do so. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, shoot, the HR person, but it's true. He's absolutely obliged to stay there for as long as it takes. Doesn't mean, excuse me, doesn't mean that we got to like it though. And Mesut Ozil, we damn sure don't like it. I feel like, for me personally, I'm at the point now where instead of actually accepting this, why don't we go and make him an offer? You know, sometimes in HR, you have to make a difficult commercial decision. And if there's an employee that perhaps you want out, but they just about avoid disciplinary, or they just about avoid certain things that allow you to get them using your own process, using a disciplinary process, using an absence management process, then quite frankly, as a HR person, you may decide to approach the business and ask if you can make what we know as the business called a commercial decision. Now, as a commercial decision, one of the options to a business is to offer this person essentially a enhanced redundancy, or AKA a compromise agreement. Now, within that compromise agreement, essentially, it's like I said, it is everything that you would get in a redundancy, plus a little bit on top. Legally, for me to terminate your contract, I have to give you that. I have to give you at least your redundancy. So there's no way around that. But the little bit on top, now the little bit on top is basically, again, there's no other way of saying this, acknowledgement that they are not following their own process procedure in getting rid of you, but they would like this to happen quickly. They would like you to exit the business quickly, and therefore, this is a little bit on top. We'll pay for your lawyer, we'll pay for your solicitor, any solicitor you want, check over the paperwork, because we just need you to go. What is stopping us from doing that with Mesut Ozil? You know, I don't know, people banded about the figure of 18 million that he's due to be paid in his last year. Is there any reason that we can't just get Mesut Ozil to sit around the table and just say, listen, you're not happy, we're not happy. It's clear that you don't want to be here. And quite frankly, we can do is saving the money. So how about we meet you halfway and offer you 10 million for the last year of your deal? This is the time where being creative is what matters. It's about, if this player doesn't want to be here, then let's find a way of making that player go. Let's find a way of giving that player what he wants and giving him his exit. And to me personally, I think paying him off now is the only thing we could do. We've been creative in trying to get rid of Mkhitaryan off his contract. Is there any reason that we can't do the same for Mesut Ozil? Might be the best 10 million we spend. Just go up to him and just say, frankly, listen, we know that you are due 18 million off the back of this deal. Here's 10 million in hard cash. Why don't we take this now, cancel the contract? We can even spin it in the press where you decided to make this decision. Whatever it is that makes you look best. I suggest this as a HR person because we've had to do that. I've had to do that for people. I've had to do that for people where we've needed to exit them from the business. They needed an excuse. We paid them to go, and we've made it look like they resigned and they had to leave the business in a hurry. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. So I think from my perspective, this is what I would like. I feel like we should just pay this man to leave. It'll be easy for everyone. And he can go on, and if Fenerbahce is his destination, so be it. Enjoy yourself, bro. That's my view. But what's your view? Would you like to see Mesut Ozil finally and utterly leave his club? That is why Mesut Ozil, that's why Mesut Ozil is the latest name on my chopping block. Guys, you let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, please destroy that like button for me. Members, obviously, you get this a little early, so hopefully you've really enjoyed it, and I'll get back to you soon. All right, guys, take care, enjoy your day, and until the next time on the chopping block.